All right, guys, I'm about to shoot my long format content for the day for next week. And before I get into it, I actually want to announce that I went ahead and I uploaded all the course modules for Leverage Academy Credit Maxing course. I want to actually dig through this really quick with you guys. So, Leverage Academy, that's my school community. All right, you'll see it in the captions. You can also see it on my social media pages and everything like that. So, shouldn't be hard to find the link. Once you find the link, join the school community. It's free to join. Okay. All right. So let's break it down. You can see I have a bunch of videos at the top, including a picture screenshot of my before and after for my own personal credit score. But it's my VSL, my video sales page, and you'll see all the results that I have actually doing credit repair, and then also all the approvals that I've gotten as well for myself and clients. So fix your credit, fund your dreams, build real wealth. Leverage Academy is an all-in-one system to repair, rebuild, and leverage your credit for real estate, business funding, and financial freedom without getting scammed. I took my credit score from rock bottom to a seven-figure real estate portfolio, retired my parents, built Credzly, traveled the world, and gained total freedom. Now I'll show you how to do it exactly. Now I'll show you exactly how to do it too. When you get in our premium classroom, so the actual community on school is free to join, Leverage Academy. But when you go to classroom, that's when you're going to actually see the different products I offer. I have a low ticket, which is the credit maxing do-it-yourself video course. I have a medium ticket, which is a done-for-you service to help you with your credit to get the negative items removed. And then I also have a one-on-one coaching, which is the highest. So it goes from $199, the do-it-yourself video course, and then the medium ticket is $999. That's the done-for-you service, and then it also includes the credit maxing course. So we do it for you, and then also you can learn by watching all the video modules. And then we have the one-on-one coaching, which is $1999. Okay, and that's me basically one-on-one coaching you on whatever you would like coaching about, and then also you get the done for you service, and you also get the do it yourself video course as well included in that price, right? So yeah, and I want to actually dive into the 199, the low ticket offer. I actually just recorded the last video today and I uploaded it, so the pre-sale is over, and a couple people were able to take advantage of that, but it is what it is. Still, I'm not going to lie to you, 199 is a steal for what I'm giving you, and I'm going to actually dive into the actual course modules here. So I have an intro and mindset course module. Okay, that's the first one. Then I have a how to build credit 101. Okay, I'm talking about like how to build a very, very solid credit profile in a very short amount of time. Okay, like I literally made this course for, even if like an 18-year-old fresh out of high school, they basically he'll or he or she will know what exactly took me years to learn, and they'll literally know it just by taking a weekend to like go through these video modules. Okay, you see, like there's so much quality knowledge and value in this course. So yeah, how to build credit 101, pre-dispute prep, set the battlefield, crafting the perfect dispute, build your case, fire away submission with precision, and then after the strike, follow-up rounds and strategies. Okay, so that's the whole credit repair module. I have multiple modules in there. All right, so there's basically chapters and sub-chapters, right? So one of the chapters is going to be also credit repair, how to remove negative items. And then the next chapter is credit repair business. And the module in there is how to start a credit repair business 101. All right. Because I made a lot of money doing this. It paid for my wedding and my honeymoon and, rehabbing my new house. And also I got my parents a new house and stuff like that. So I was able to basically, make a lot of money doing this, and it helped a lot. And I was able to achieve some really big life goals and whatnot. And I wish the same for you guys. So yeah, I got that whole course. Literally, it's a chapter in the course where I teach you how you could do this and make money doing it. Then I also have the leveraging credit 101, because this opens a lot of doors. If you want to get into real estate, you could do so. If you want to start a business and whatever, like you've probably heard the saying, it takes money to make money. Well, with good credit, you can get access to funding, and you could actually use that to get into whatever business you want to get into. Um, then I also have bonus materials, which these are just like, added bonuses to sweeten the pot a little bit. And that is how to fight debt collectors, credit stacking and funding guide, and credit card tracker. All right, so I'm telling you, the value is insane in this course. Like seriously, 199 is a grand slam offer, and you get so much value. And I just wanted it to be affordable. I'm not trying to be like predatory to people. And yeah, this will literally teach you everything that took me years to learn. And I spent way more money learning all this stuff. Okay, guys, so you're welcome. All right, but the topic for today's video, also shout out to Credzly.com. That's our sponsor. Check them out for credit monitoring and credit building services and so much more. But the topic for today's video is how to seem more intelligent. Lately, I have been getting a lot of compliments that I'm very intelligent and whatnot. And to be honest, it's flattering, but it's also no surprise to me because I honestly, I try. And I'm going to tell you like different ways. I'm going to give you like real life examples of what happened recently. I read a lot. I read every single day. I've been reading for like 3 months straight now, every single day. Okay. So, and I read business books and stuff like that because I'm also building a fintech company as we speak. I'm also building my brand online. I take a lot of courses as well. So I also watch a lot of long format content like this. So I really just don't like, I try my best not to doom scroll. I try my best not to waste time. I try, like, literally the only time I watch like stupid stuff, I guess, would be like reality TV with my wife, like when there's a new episode once a week, maybe twice a week. You know what I mean? And that's just like, it's more so I do it because it's like spent, like, it's like, I guess downtime, chill time with my wife. You know what I mean? And to be honest, we don't really even do that as much as we used to, with a baby and everything like that. So, that being said, like, when I'm my downtime is really like spending time with family and stuff like that, whatever. But as far as like me personally, like I read a lot. I take a lot of courses. School, I love school. Go check out my school community. I watch a lot of long form content where it's actual like education type of stuff. I'm also an educational content creator. And I also have like tutors and stuff like that as well, guys. So like just recently, oh, and also traveling, okay, being around different cultures and whatnot. Like, let me tell you, all these things have made me such a weapon as far as like intelligence goes. I know a lot more than like most people, and I would definitely owe it all to. Okay, traveling is a huge one. Okay, because I was in different countries, I was around different cultures, different languages. Okay, and also being around different cultures of people and whatnot. So that's a big one. Also, like I've lived in plenty of different places. I lived in Chicago, obviously, grew up here, and then I also lived in Dallas, Texas. I also lived in Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, and all these different places. So I moved around quite a bit. Also, just traveling, and yeah, so that was a big way that I learned a lot more about other cultures. Even in Chicago, I've lived in different neighborhoods and stuff like that. Like there was different areas over here. It's kind of a melting pot, but like each kind of race in like different countries have their own sections in Chicago. So I know there's some other cities like that too, but that was definitely a big one. Another one that I was actually gonna say is like every Friday I go to my Friday. I go to the masjid or mosque, and I go to a Friday prayer, and I go with I go with my father-in-law and two uncles. Okay, and these are some older Arab guys, and they're very very educated, and it's so crazy because like once I got around them, it opened up a whole new category, I guess. Now like we discuss like the Quran and the Bible and different religious stuff, different historical stuff. One of my uncles, he's Syrian, part Syrian. And we were talking about Iraq, and we were talking about Syria and all that, and like it's so crazy. It actually kind of he opened my eyes. He was like, Iraq has a lot of history, and same thing with like Egypt, for example, right? So it actually made me on my own time go watch videos about it. I literally YouTube like history 101 whatever for Iraq and Egypt and whatnot, and also I read the Quran every day too. So literally just these things have and even like the stories from the Quran, it's like the same stories from the Bible essentially, right? And like inshallah I do plan on reading that as well. And it's just so crazy how much I've learned, and I'm at the point now where we link up for Friday prayer and I'm telling them stuff they don't know. Like I literally just talked about a story with Moses where he got into a fight and he ended up deleting someone and whatnot, and when he was younger and whatnot. And it's so crazy because the uncle that was schooling me, he didn't even know that story, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, you didn't know that? Oh man, like and it's not like a disrespectful type of thing. It's just so crazy, like the doors that it opened, all this knowledge and stuff. And like I was sitting there talking to my sister, for example, she's going to Japan, and I was telling her, I was like, oh yeah, it's so cool that it's an island. She's like, what? It's an island? I was like, yeah, it's an island off the coast of China. She's like, no, it's not. Like she couldn't believe it, right? And she's literally going. So we opened the map, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're right." So like, like, hey man, it makes me feel pretty smart that I know these things, and it's like obviously it's not by chance. It's because I actually research a lot of stuff. Like, to be honest, like, why waste your time on fictional crap? You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning about geography, about history, about religion, about all these different things, cultures, languages, and whatnot. And even like reading these business books, it like opens your mindset because I'm learning about all these different successful businesses and different businessmen and businesswomen and how they were able to achieve success. So honestly, knowledge is power. And I'm going to tell you something right now. One thing I've realized, when you meet people that are more successful than you, it's not that they're better than you. It's not that they were, literally, it's just that they have information and knowledge that you do not have yet. Okay. So I would definitely say, like, it pays to be more intelligent. Okay. And I would certainly try your best to become more of an intellectual. And it's not something by chance. Okay. And you're not going to get there doom scrolling on TikTok. A lot of the stuff on social media is false too, by the way. Right. So, like, really check your sources, okay? But the best ways I found out. Also, by the way, one of the things that I recently did, I hired an Arabic tutor to teach me how to read Arabic. Okay, so growing up, actually, my mother, my mother used to be the lady that did the Arabic classes. Okay, so like all the other kids on the block used to come to our apartment, and my mom used to teach them how to read Arabic. And we don't speak Arabic. Okay, we're Pakistani, but we read the Quran in Arabic. And when I was very very young, my mom taught me, and I read literally from I read the full Quran 3 times. Okay, Alhamdulillah, mashallah. And this was when I was very, very young. And I'm not gonna lie to you, once I did not really keep up with it, and I completely forgot everything. So yeah, and you know what, my mom, she like I can't I guess I could have just went to her and learned, but it's just so it's very inconvenient to have to go drive out to her and stuff like that. And most of the time when I go see my parents, they want to just spend time with their grandchild. So I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to basically ruin that time and whatnot. So I did not want to be a burden or anything. It's my own fault for forgetting. And I went and hired a tutor. So now I have a online tutor where I literally get on a Zoom call, okay? And this tutor, she teaches me. She literally lives in Egypt, okay? And she teaches me how to read Arabic, like actual proper tajweed of the Quran. So inshallah, after that, what I'm gonna actually do is, once I get that down, which I already got the alphabet down. So next thing, I'm actually going to be practicing reading, and then pretty soon I'll be on my own. And I'm just gonna hopefully, inshallah, add it to my daily routine where I just sit down and read a page or three or five. You know what I mean? And just stay consistent with that, and make sure that I know how to read Arabic, and that way I'm able to teach my child as well. And inshallah, after that, I will get a tutor to actually speak Arabic. So like currently I speak English and I speak Urdu um, fluently, and now the next language I'm going to learn is Arabic. So you see how it's like a never-ending thing. If you stop learning, you stop growing. Do you understand? Like, this is like it's so easy. Like, and it doesn't happen overnight, by the way, guys. And that's like the difference. I want to say, I know a lot of people that are like know-it-alls and they think they're smart, but genuinely they're so stupid. If anyone thinks they know everything, they're an idiot. Honestly, like, I meet people like this all the time, and I'm just like, dude, shut up. You don't know anything. Like, I don't even like to be around those type of people. Personally, I am a student, and that's what that mentality has gotten me so much more intelligent and intellectual than most people. All right, like, where people literally sit there and they learn things from me, well, in a regular conversation. And to be honest, it's like a flex. You know what I'm saying? Most people are so stupid; they're like zombies sleepwalking through life. So I think it's a huge flex. I think that it helps you so much in so many different categories. People think you're so intellectual and interesting by knowing all these things. Like, yeah, it's just a flex, guys, and it really makes you grow, okay? Mentally, physically, everything, right? So, like, whatever your goals are, that's like the perfect thing to research, to be honest with you, right? Or maybe your faith, you could read Bible, Quran, whatever your faith is, you can look into that. Go read about it, okay? Go educate yourself, all right? There's no excuses at the end of the day. You guys are grown adults. Stop blaming your parents and the school system. Like, you guys are grown adults, genuinely. If you are stupid or low IQ, it's your own fault. You know, you could literally go read books, you could go get tutors, you could go and watch educational content. You see what I'm saying? Which obviously, shout out to you guys. You guys are already top 1% if you subscribe to my content and keep up with my videos. So, yeah, that is my take on how to become more intelligent and intellectual. Trust me, I wasn't always like this. It certainly took me some time and practice and whatnot, but yeah, that's the easiest way, in my opinion. Go apply these practical steps in your own life. Start traveling, start being around different cultures, take interest, watch educational content like this, get a tutor, read books. You see what I'm saying? So get around different groups of people as well. And yeah, before you know it, you will be the person that's going to be teaching everyone else around you. Oh, did you know this? Did you know that? All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out my school community, Leverage Academy. Okay, and go ahead and pick if you want the do-it-yourself video course or the done-for-you service or the one-on-one coaching. It's all in there. Go check it out. And also shout out to our sponsor, Credzly.com. Check them out for credit building and credit monitoring services. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, Federal Reserve explained simply. Look, let me explain how the Federal Reserve actually works in simple English. Points. Most people think the government prints money. They don't. The Federal Reserve, which is not actually federal, creates the money. The government borrows that money from the Fed through bonds. The collateral, they use us. They use the taxpayers, our labor, and our future productivity. Then the money enters the system with interest attached. The government uses that borrowed money to stimulate the economy, but the Federal Reserve earns profit on the interest. None of that profit goes to you. Meanwhile, your dollars lose money and your dollar loses value every year because more money keeps being created. That's why people who don't invest get crushed by inflation. Understanding this system is the first step to escaping it.